colleagues, cabinet ministers, civil service executive, ladies and gentlemen of the media, thank you for coming this afternoon for this press conference. This government has clearly set a very ambitious agenda for the legislation session ahead of us. Against the backdrop of renewed investor confidence in Bermuda and an economy finally moving in the right direction, the plan contained in the throne speech is a path to a stronger recovery. At the center of all of the policies that we have outlined is an overriding determination to improve the lives of the people that we serve as politicians. Like so many of the economic recoveries around the world, our renewed growth and the evidence supporting the change in policies since the last election has been slow to reach into the lives of ordinary, hard-working Bermudians. Too many families still suffer the effects of unemployment, reduced wages, or underemployment in the economy. So all our energies are directed to reversing this trend and for providing the appropriate safety net to help those in need while growing the economy and creating opportunities for personal economic growth for all of our citizens. I believe that this government's plan strikes the right balance required to achieve recovery for our island home. However, in doing so, there are some economic realities of life in Bermuda that must be faced and fixed if we are to have the results that mean a return to a successful Bermuda. The engines of our economy are slowly turning after sustained periods in distress. There is renewed activity in both tourism and international business. And this is important because while the calls for economic diversification may be loud, they ring hollow for the man or woman who needs relief now. These two pillars of this economy require our immediate attention because they are certainly best placed to offer one thing so many people in Bermuda require: a job. In tourism, this government continues to support the work of the Bermuda Tourism Authority and has invested $25 million in the mission to grow Bermuda's tourism. I wish to assure the people of Bermuda that there is accountability attached to this investment, and the government remains focused on ensuring that the money is well spent and this sector sees growth. And this will be measured by one simple, important metric: heads in beds. As we reflect on the upcoming session, I look forward to a well-informed and robust debate on gaming in Bermuda. Over several months, the Minister of Tourism Development and Transport, his colleagues, and the technical team have overseen a very detailed drafting process, and I am sure that the eventual bill will comprehensively address all aspects required for the successful introduction of gaming into Bermuda. And the coming fiscal year will see a further 5% reduction in the operating expenses of the public service. Achieving that will certainly not be easy, but we are committed to working with our partners in the representative unions, and I am confident that they share our desire to run an efficient public service. On Wednesday, my colleagues and I will proudly participate in the groundbreaking of the Aerial Sands redevelopment, which will support 70 jobs through the construction phase. In addition, phase 2 of the Princess development is ongoing, and the construction of the Princess Beach Club and its planned opening for summer of 2015 will certainly provide some more jobs. The Bermuda Limited Liability Company, LLC. This new corporate vehicle will be another feature available to those who seek to do business in Bermuda, potentially increasing the number of fund and asset management companies and insurance-linked securities operating as part of our international business sector. Many of you will recall the debate that surrounded cannabis use in Bermuda. There were some very strong arguments on all sides of this discussion. But at the end of that debate, decisions had to be made. The introduction of cannabis-containing products for medical use in Bermuda is significant. This will preserve the decision-making on personal health choices where it belongs, between the patient and the doctor. The government proposes to provide legal access to these products because they are tested, properly regulated, and when used as prescribed, they are certainly safe. In the midst of all of the activities in which we at Bermudians have been involved in, Friday's throne speech deliberately contained a call to action. I believe in the responsibility of governments to create conditions for economic success. I know the responsibility of governments to promote social cohesion and to improve the lives of people we serve. I am convinced that governments must lead by example and demonstrate through their actions and policies the kind of country the majority of people desire. This government's issued a call to action across every sector of the community because our work on behalf of the people must be complemented by a community that is engaged equally